know why I'm reading what I'm reading, but this is where my mind is at the moment. So I am seeking words of wisdom. So right now I am reading Secret the Power, and this is by Rhonda. I think it's Byrne. I'm not exactly sure. But this book states that the author wants to show us the way to an amazing life. There is so much more for us to know about life, and it's all good. In fact, it's beyond good. It's phenomenal. So I want to have my little pockets of wisdom. I've decided to carry this book around with me. I picked it off the shelf and loved what I was reading. So I said this book needs to be with me so that I could just open any random page and get my dose of, you can do this, girl. You can do hard things. So there we go. Then guess what? Dichotomy. I picked up Pet Sematary by Stephen King. Don't ask me why. I love my summer. I'm a coconut tropical kind of girl, but I do love the fall too. And the fall always has me reading stuff like this. So I'm kind of new to Stephen King. I've probably read 2 or 3 books. I started with It. I wasn't quite sure what all the hype around Stephen King was. Holly was good, and I'm 35 pages into this one, and now I'm beginning to understand his fan base, because so far, so good. Okay, now let's get to the reason we are here for this video. I have been doing a little bit of soul searching, maybe trying to get back to the girl that I once was. There are moments or there are aspects of myself that I would like to see resurfaced. I would like to bring them forth into this part of my life. I guess we forget about sometimes who we really, really are, because life has a way of doing that to you. But anyways, I picked up the girl I was because, I don't know, maybe she's going through some stuff. This is by Jeneva Rose, and she has written several books, and you've probably read some of them. I have not. I am new to her. She has written One of Us is Dead, You Shouldn't Have Come Here, Home is Where the Bodies Are, Hashtag Crime Time, It's a Date, The Perfect Marriage, The Perfect Divorce. You get the gist. Okay, so you've probably read some of her works. So, interestingly enough about this book, that it's kind of true to her life. I didn't know how I wanted to say that, like to her actual being, seeing that she's gone through this. So she states in the beginning of the book, to the girl I was, without you, I wouldn't be me. All right. So, also, she says, Dear reader, if you picked this book up because you love my thrillers, please know this is nothing like them. This one's from the heart, and I hope you love it. Thank you for reading. XO Jeneva Rose. So, I read it. Do I love it? Yes, I love it. I'm giving it a 5-star. Because this book, it has a way of making you feel a certain way in the beginning when she's discussing her job, social media, consumer complaint department. All right. So she's a temp there, and she's coming up on her 1-year anniversary. She thinks she's going to be called into the office for a raise, and that is not the case at all. She's being called in so that her job can be terminated. So she's to go to her desk and gather all her belongings, which is only one little succulent plant her boyfriend Andrew gave her to represent success. Henceforth, she named that plant Sucky because, get it, it's a succulent. I thought that was adorable. But anyways, she gathers her plant in a box and she begins to walk home. And a lot of drinking in this book, a lot of alcohol. So that's what she does. She's supposed to be going to this fancier place with her soon, it's a surprise, soon to be fiance, only she doesn't know that, and she's getting an attitude about her, and she's starting to drink and eat the ice cream and watch the TV, and she's being mouthy to her boyfriend, and they end up breaking up, but not before he makes her aware of what his true intentions were, how come he reserved this reservation at this place way long ago. The moment of truth is finally here, and she goes and blows it unknowingly. Now she's living with some regrets, which makes her want to drink even more. And then somehow we end up back in her college days with her so-called friends. A lot of partying, a lot of shenanigans going on. So her present older self is sent back there to her younger self to kind of get her younger self to snap out of this. Let's study. Let's be like studious. Let's do the right thing. Let's concentrate on finances, and let's a future and a career, and let's just do way better for ourselves the second time around than we did for the first. Except for the younger version of her doesn't want to listen. She's a little confrontational. Takes a lot of convincing, but a lot of convincing, a lot of arguments, a few physical altercations with herself. Yeah, she actually gets into a physical fight with herself. There's a bittersweet moment where she gets to go back and revisit her childhood. Well, I don't want to say she's a child, but her from her teenage house when she was living with her mom and dad and brother still. And I was thinking about a moment there with her brother. Oh, if you're going to read this book, oh God, oh my goodness, the part with her brother. Anyways, she gets to revisit her mom who has passed away. So that was like a sweet moment. She got to hear her mom's voice and see her mom once again. And I guess it's true. She had to kind of be in that environment without letting on that she was actually a future version of her mother's daughter. But moms kind of always know, don't they? They kind of always do. But lots and lots of character development. Yeah, that takes a little bit of time, but lots of storylines going on here. So I feel like this book is like a tumbleweed in a good sense, because it seems like it's just one story that folds into another, into another, into another. It just keeps rolling until we reach our conclusion. So never was I bored in this book. Maybe 248 pages or 284 pages, something like that. Not too terrible bad. It's a quick read. It's an engaging read, entertaining, 5-star. Like I said, I'm new to Jeneva Rose, and I'm a fan. And just, can I say something about this gorgeous cover? Look at these brilliant colors. Look at these pages. So I have become aware that he wasn't going to do anything with it. She was kind of just putting parts of her life on paper and then going to, just set it on a shelf somewhere. But she kept going back to it and adding to it and adding to it, changing a little bit here and there, working through this through pen and paper, working through her own kind of, what do we say? Her own. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. I don't think my brain is working just yet. But anyways, working through her everyday lives, what life dealt her. So she's healing, and she's using it as like a therapy. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is she started writing it, I believe, in 2016. She published it in 2021, and July 2025 they came out with this deluxe limited edition, which I happen to get my hands on. And so I don't know. I think it's a great read, and I think if I think maybe if you're going through something, or if you are trying to find a better way for yourself, or maybe just step outside of yourself and experience somebody else's journey in doing that, and then maybe reflecting on your own. I don't know, maybe you would find it helpful. Uh, that it doesn't, that didn't, like, none of the stuff that happened in this book kind of pertains to me, but that doesn't mean I didn't enjoy this book 100%. And the book wasn't what I thought it was going to be, but again, 5 stars. Until we meet again, know that I love you. I hope you have a wonderful day. Be well, and we will see you, I promise, again really soon. Toodles.